Welcome, hero, to Ascension's first ever mega update. Today, we're going over everything happening with every part of Ascension Custom WoW, and where each Ascension realm is going. Charge into Season 9 Chapter 3 with big updates to both classless realms. Elune storms the Dark Portal, and Area 52 strikes back against the Legion in the Sunwell Plateau. But that's just the beginning. New adventure beckons, big announcements for Conquest of Azeroth, and a new realm dedicated to the original 9 classes are revealed in this video. All Ascension realms are bolstered with big new improvements, new dungeons, TBC Manastorms, and an incredible new player experience to make getting started on all Ascension realms better. Whether you're a veteran, a returning player, new to Ascension, or even completely new to WoW, these updates ensure that you can jump in and play. All while distant shores approach. The air grows chill, hero. A new world awaits. Every new update in this video comes together to move Ascension towards a larger vision, to expand and transform it into the hub for all things custom WoW, where all different kinds of custom Warcraft content can be created and thrive. New dungeons, raids, bosses, items, battlegrounds, arenas, quests, and more on all of Ascension's current and future realms. No matter how you want to play, whether you're on classless, COA, the original 9 class realm, any future league or season, or even things that haven't been invented yet, you'll find new allies, join in exciting adventures, and share in your love for Azeroth. Join us on this epic adventure. It starts right now as Elune moves in to TBC. Grab your dice and step through the Dark Portal, hero. Outland calls. Enter the Burning Crusade as a Wildcard hero and harness new power. 10 new talent slots, more Scrolls of Fortune for all your specs, a brand new way to roll them super fast, and new archetypes to discover with over 100 new spells and talents. Chapter 3 brings wild new potential for you to build crazy new archetypes and customize your Wildcard hero. Challenge your build against Outland's dangers. 7 zones, 18 dungeons, 8 raids, and TBC Manastorms to both realms. Will you rise to glory and bring your build to the peak of power, or fall to the dangers of a broken world? Welcome to Wildcard Burning Crusade. To overcome Outland's dangers, you're going to need more scrolls. Whether you're perfecting a single build or playing multiple specs at once, Chapter 3 brings new ways for you to get more Scrolls of Fortune for all your specs. First, Cases of Fortune now always award a Scroll of Fortune to all of your specs, even ones you haven't unlocked yet. This makes finding Cases of Fortune in all content more valuable than ever before. Second, Prestige now awards more Scrolls of Fortune for every consecutive prestige. Each time you prestige, you'll get more Scrolls of Fortune than you got before. Third, there are times when you want to prestige a build that you've used a lot of scrolls on. When you do, you'll be able to buy back all the scrolls you used on the build for Marks of Ascension, with the exception of Silas Darkmoon quests. This means that every Case of Fortune you use is constant progress, even if you choose to prestige that build down the line. With scroll buyback, you can prestige a build that you've used scrolls on, hit max level, and get them all back. Then use rapid rolling to launch yourself into something new. With so many scrolls, you're gonna need a faster way to roll them. Chapter 3 brings you a brand new way to roll super fast. Introducing Rapid Rolling. Rapid Rolling is a new optional rolling system that lets you roll extremely fast. First, choose the spells from your current build you want to roll off. Second, choose abilities or talents you want the dice to stop on. You can choose individual spells, or choose entire categories like stuns, mobility spells, or warrior abilities. If you do, Rapid Rolling will keep any ability of the category it finds while rolling. Additionally, you can even drop in an entire build link to the system. When you do, every ability in that build will be selected, and if the dice finds any of that build's spells or talents, it'll stop and add them to yours. Choose what you want, double check what you're re-rolling, and go. Once you hit roll, Rapid Rolling will quickly roll through a set amount of scrolls, stopping on the spells or talents you selected and adding them to your build. As you use Rapid Rolling, you'll unlock the ability to roll more scrolls at once, letting you go even faster. Note that Rapid Rolling doesn't increase your chance to find the abilities you choose. But man, is it fast. As you gain more scrolls and roll them fast, you'll discover even more ways to power up your builds. Season 9's TBC unlocks wild new power for you to discover. Over 100 new spells and talents arrive on Elune, both iconic spells from future expansions and also crazy, totally new spells that you won't find anywhere else. Odin's Fury, Hail of Arrows, Nether Portal, Drak Crisp, Ravager, and Land Shark. Those are just 6 of over 100 new spells you'll discover in Chapter 3. Bring them into your existing builds, or use them as the foundation for crazy new archetypes. Many of these are new talents that support completely new playstyles, like Frost Archers and Arcane Paladins. As you forge new combinations, you'll put your build to the ultimate test. For the first time ever on a seasonal realm, you'll challenge the entirety of the Burning Crusade from start to finish, delving into raids no wildcard hero has ever seen. Hyjal Summit, Black Temple, and the Sunwell Plateau beckon. As the chapter progresses, you'll experience each and their epic new mechanics with your crazy wildcard build. Level up, gather scrolls, roll them fast to unlock new archetypes, and prepare for an epic journey through the Burning Crusade. Then, if balance changes happen and they happen to affect your build, you can trust that your investment is safeguarded thanks to Gabril Mewell. Speak to this little guy when a balance change affects one of your spells or talents, and he can reset your build, restoring every scroll of fortune you've ever spent on it. Get all your scrolls back, then use Rapid Rolling to dive straight into something new. Before you go and make a new build, you can pick up any skill cards you might be missing with a new Darkmoon skill card UI. This new UI displays more cards at once, as well as their cost and icon. There's also a search bar, making it quick and easy to find what you want. Finally, when you're looking for spells, sometimes you want the option to easily search based on what the spell does. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to see all crowd control, mobility, or even fear effects side by side so that you can find the one that's right for you? Now you can. Your character sheet now has a new browse icon. When you click it, you'll see spells and abilities based on a wide variety of categories and tags. This includes groups like core damage spells, mobility spells, buffs, debuffs, damage over time effects, crowd control skills, etc. Now, you can search for the types of abilities you want and see all available options side by side. The ability browser comes to both Elune and Area 52. In wildcard mode, it's a great way to discover what options exist so you can search for them with Rapid Rolling, or even slot them with skill cards. In free pick, you can use the browser to easily find and pick the perfect spell for your build.
The Isle.
Shut up, Kale. Heroes on Area 52 recently grittied all over the Sun King for real on God in the Magister's Terrace, and are now battling the Legion in the Sunwell Plateau. Joining forces with the Shattered Sun Offensive, you can tackle TBC's ultimate raid on both normal and heroic difficulty right now, no cap. Meanwhile, Mythic and Ascended difficulties are just on the horizon. As you and other free pick heroes challenge the Legion on higher difficulties, you'll come face to face with new original mechanics tailored to your colossal power. All difficulties feature a brand new custom boss, with Mythic and Ascended featuring additional new mechanics that merge seamlessly with original ones, so you can enjoy the raid as you remember it with new twists. No matter how you tackle the Sunwell Plateau, you can expect an epic experience in this legendary raid. Look forward to revamped loot and new tier sets and bonuses that will empower you like never before. Enter the Sunwell Plateau, hero, and bring the Legion's burning crusade to its end. Conquest of Azeroth recently reached its 60 phase on the closed alpha, bringing with it tons of epic updates. 21 new classes, 69 specs, all diving into endgame dungeons, raids, and challenges. The 60 phase brings epic class updates. The Son of Arugal transforms into the Blood Mage. Monk is now the Templar, and Demon Hunter becomes the Fellsworn. In addition, many classes receive a new 4th spec. Primalists can now unleash their fury as Mountain Kings, a dual-wielding tank that uses hammers to shake the earth and shatter stone. Starcallers can become Wardens, ancient jailers of demonic forces and masters of swift, sudden death. Sun Clerics can now specialize as Valkyries, wielding spears of holy light to dispense justice to the unrighteous. Witch Hunters can become Black Knights. Don your witch mail and a two-handed sword to deflect enemy attacks and cut monsters down. Venomancers can shapeshift into Viziers, poisonous healers that harness Shadra's dark magic to weave webs of healing on allies. And Blood Mages can now become the Accursed, using a corrupted form to weave in and out of battle as both a melee and caster damage dealer. All classes and specs continue to receive polish, like ensuring capstone effects are thematic and powerful. In addition, specs like Inspiration Guardian, Farstrider Ranger, and Ancestry Barbarian introduce new support specs into Vanilla WoW. Additionally, new itemization ensures classes have necessary gear like spell power guns, ranged attack power wands, mail tank gear, and more. Then, over 1,400 player-reported bugs were fixed last month on COA, and each of the class's abilities and spells are constantly under improvement to make sure visuals are great and skills work as intended. COA is moving forward, and it's almost time for the next big step. Winter 2024 brings open beta weekends, where everyone gets to jump in and give feedback on COA. Then, based on your feedback, COA will release in spring of 2025. Until then, emails containing alpha invites continue to go out, so add Ascension to your contacts and check your inbox to see if you get an invite. Azeroth beckons, and your conquest draws near.
Some nothing more to offer. But one new spark can rekindle old fire. I must hunt soon. New power waits for you to wield it. New trials challenge you to conquer them. New mysteries long to be discovered. New legacies to build. Old adventure beckons you. The familiar woven anew. The dangers you thought you'd mastered hold new secrets to discover.
A new adventure awaits you. Bronzebeard is a brand new upcoming realm where you'll play as any of the original 9 classes and embark into an expanded Azeroth, progressing through the entire Warcraft trilogy, Vanilla, TBC, and Wrath of the Lich King. Enter the world as a warrior, mage, rogue, hunter, shaman, warlock, priest, paladin, and druid with new race and class combinations, new spells and talents, and mystic enchantments tailored to the original classes to unlock specs you've never been able to play in vanilla before. Play the way you remember and in brand new ways, and challenge all of Ascension's Classic Plus content. Introducing Bronzebeard. Bronzebeard is a realm where you'll explore new quests, new professions, over 2,000 new items, new spells, new dungeons, enhanced raids, both new and upgraded battlegrounds and arenas, and even entirely new ways to play like hardcore trials, adventure mode, or the Manastorm. On Bronzebeard, you'll discover more ways to play the classes you love than ever before. Play new race and class combinations like Troll Druid, Human Hunter, Night Elf Mage, and more. Harness the power of TBC and Wrath spells in vanilla to unlock new playstyles, ensuring specs like Arcane Mage and Retribution Paladin can thrive. And discover new talents added to the base Wrath of the Lich King talent trees to bolster specs that didn't have support. Holy Priest gets new talents like Afterkindling, Blessed Vengeance, Radiant Fury, and Divine Accuracy so that you can play the smite build you've always wanted. Hunter gets talents like Relentless, Deadly Focus, Savagery, or Hunting for Sport to open up a true melee survival build. Or harness two-handed weapon specialization for enhancement shamans to unlock new two-handed playstyles. That's just the surface of new spells and talents that support brand new ways to play your favorite class. You'll also customize your champion with a new Mystic Enchantment system tailored to the original 9 classes. Unlock artifact quality enchantments to harness a variety of powerful cooldown spells for each class. Mass Invisibility for mages, Smoke Bomb for rogues, and Avatar for warriors are just a few of the artifact spells you'll uncover for each class. Then, discover legendary enchantments that put colossal power where you want it. From passive power like Marksmanship Mastery and Spreading Tide, to devastating new spells like Cremation and Colossus Smash. Epic Mystic Enchantments augment your abilities in unique ways, teaching you new spells and abilities, changing how existing spells work, or granting powerful passive power. Spells like From the Shadows for rogues and One with the Light for paladins are found there. Finally, rare enchantments give you access to early talents and secondary trees like Spell Impact, Cruelty, and Deep Wounds. Rare enchantments allow you to access talents you wouldn't have been able to choose otherwise with only 51 talent points, allowing you to go all the way down a tree and still get the essential talents you need from your adjacent trees. This helps you complete your rotation and unlocks even more ways to play your class. These Mystic Enchantments are tailored to the original 9 classes. both opening up new ways to play and supporting classic ways to play. Whether you want to explore something new like a Crimson Defender Paladin or play a classic raw Fire Mage, you'll find enchantments that bolster your favorite playstyle. But that's just the beginning. On Bronzebeard, you'll dive into all of the content Ascension has built over the past 8 years. New quests, new items, Mythic plus Vanilla dungeons, expanded mechanics for raids, new world bosses, new maps for your favorite battlegrounds and arenas, and even brand new content that'll be revealed a little bit later in this video are all on the horizon. As Ascension continues to create new content and expand, you'll have even more ways to explore the world you love. Get ready to dive into adventure, hero. The original 9 classes await, and more information is coming soon. Ascension has been around for 8 years now, and has accumulated a lot of changes over that time. Many of them have been great for the game, but aren't exactly intuitive for new players. The more these changes pile up, the harder it becomes for new adventurers to get started on Ascension. So with Chapter 3, Ascension zooms out and takes a look at the entire experience from the beginning to endgame, so that no matter what Ascension realm you're playing, getting started is easy and the community can grow. For the past 6 months, we've been reaching out to players who quit the game. We asked them why they quit and what would have made the experience better. Turns out, most of them quit before level 3, which was a punch to the gut, but we're recovering. The main problem new adventurers ran into were a general lack of clarity on where to go and how to play, confusion around choosing abilities and knowing what works well together, and not being able to just jump in and play the game. This culminated in the Newcomer Overhaul. The Newcomer Overhaul brings 8 big changes to Ascension's starting experience to get new adventurers in-game and playing. It starts with client streaming to get you in-game fast. Then, it revamps character creation with new archetype choices so that you can start playing fast. It adds new in-game tutorials for adventurers who need them, shows you where to go with the new super tracker, overhauls starting zones to make them better with more stuff that you need, introduces a compendium to teach newcomers all about Ascension, improves the mentor system so that you can ask veteran heroes questions when you need help, and introduces a build inspect feature so that you can see what others are doing and learn the ins and outs of how to make builds on custom WoW. It's a lot, but it's all super intuitive. Let's dive in. First, a new client streaming feature lets you start playing even while the game is still downloading. This reduces the time it takes new players to get in game for the first time by a whopping 95%. Second, you now have an epic new way to create characters on Area 52. You can now choose archetypes at Character Select. When you click the new Choose Archetype button, you'll be prompted to choose a role and playstyle. Once you do, you'll see epic classless builds pulled from the hero architect based on your choices. Pick one, and you'll enter the world as that archetype with everything you need to start playing. As you level, you'll automatically learn more of your archetype's spells, talents, and Mystic Enchantments. This takes the stress out of getting started and lets you focus on the adventure. Pick a theme, pick an archetype, and start playing. Of course, if you're a veteran player or someone who loves theory crafting, you can build your hero from scratch. By choosing Free Pick at Character Select, you can leap into Ascension and start building your hero with new tools. This is part of Ascension's focus on making systems that are good for both new heroes and veterans. If you want to pick an archetype, you can. If you'd rather build a hero from scratch, you can do that too. Play the way you want, hero. That's what Ascension's all about. Some new adventurers have never played WoW before, but still want to give Ascension a shot. For them to succeed, the game needs fundamental tutorials that teach things like basic movement, talking to quest givers, and using keybinds to cast spells. Now, Ascension has all that. You can now choose your preferred starting experience at character creation. When you finish making your character, you'll be prompted to choose New to WoW, New to Ascension, or Ascension Veteran. New to WoW enables all new tutorials, including the basics like moving, attacking, and using abilities. It also enables Ascension-specific tutorials, like how to pick abilities, how to rank them up, how to unlearn skills, etc. new to Ascension only enables the tutorials specific to Ascension, like learning and unlearning skills. Ascension Veteran disables all tutorials because you clearly know what you're doing. Pick the right choice for you, and tailored tutorials will help you master the game fast. Once you're in game and you know how to play, you need to know where to go. Whether that's to the next quest giver, where the monster you need to kill is, or even getting back to your body when you die. Enter the Super Tracker. The Super Tracker is a new tracker that shows you exactly where to go for things like quests, points of interest, and even getting back to your body. It gives you a clear, visually distinct destination marker to run towards, so you can get to where you're going. It also helps keep you in the world without needing to open your map every few seconds just to make sure you're on the right path. Just start tracking, follow the marker, and play. The Super Tracker works for most quests in-game, including callboard quests. You can change the quest you're tracking at any time by clicking on your objectives. Additionally, the Super Tracker isn't dependent on which tutorial you choose at Character Select. Everyone has it by default, and you can toggle it off if you don't want it. So, you choose a badass archetype, get in-game fast, know how to play, and know where you're going. These next few changes make the starting experience feel great. First, you'll notice a lot less distracting NPCs in starting zones. Malik the Courier isn't there anymore because you now get items sent through him automatically upon logging in. In addition, Stony Tark now offers the rewards for both build draft and trials, so his friends have returned to Blackrock Mountain. This reduces clutter and makes sure that the NPCs that newcomers see in starting zones are actually relevant to them. Second, if you choose any of the Tame Pet skills like Tame Beast, Tame Dragon, or Tether Elemental, you'll notice you now have a distinct pet based on your race. Small details like this make your choices more fun, meaningful, and unique. Third, you'll find starting zones now have new class trainers for all classes. Like tameable pets, these class trainers are tailored to the zones they're in to be a living, breathing part of each starting zone. Fourth, you'll find your inventory naturally expanding and getting bigger as you complete quests. Starting quests now award bags, and bags get bigger as you move to quests in the next zone. You can also expand your sack further, as both innkeepers and general goods vendors now sell bags as well. Finally, while you and your massive sack are out adventuring, you'll find vendors now have a wider array of gear such as guns, crossbows, and more. With new realms like Conquest of Azeroth and Bronzebeard on the horizon, these new weapons will help outfit different classes and playstyles. Sixth, you'll find that many quests now have better, more convenient turn-in locations. For example, instead of trekking back to Goldshire after defeating Hogger, you can now complete that quest at Westbrook Garrison. This cuts down on your travel time and helps you get immersed in your adventure. Finally, you'll have an even better experience navigating the open world with new Novice Riding, a 40% mount speed riding that you can learn right at level 1 for free. New riding trainers and starting zones also offer free basic mounts, combined with new flight masters that take you swiftly from starting zones to your next town like Goldshire or Razor Hill. Moving through Ascension's open world is better than ever before. Tutorials that teach you how to play and extra speed through the world is great, but what about Ascension's custom systems? The new Ascension Compendium replaces the Path to Ascension questline as a complete walkthrough of all Ascension's main features. The Ascension Compendium is a new quest chain located right on your UI. When you click it, it'll open up a tome of Ascension-specific quests that have everything you need to know about Ascension's essential features. These quests direct you to things like early-level mounts, and feature keywords that you can use to learn stuff you don't know. From how to choose your primary stat to where to find and how to equip Mystic Enchantments, the Ascension Compendium has tons of useful info. And it's not just for new players. The Compendium also lets you know important information, like when your gear is good enough to tackle certain content like raids. It ensures that your allies are competent, informed, and ready to participate. You can open the Ascension Compendium right from your UI. Once opened, you can accept, turn in, and collect rewards for quests. Complete quests, get rewards, and master Ascension's custom systems. Finally, there are different tabs on the bottom so that you can swap between the main Path of Ascension quest chain PvE-related quests, PvP-related quests, and the new mentor system. Sometimes it's easier to ask for help than it is to complete a quest. In fact, many newcomers prefer to just outright ask a veteran for help. With the new mentor system, you'll know exactly who you can ask when you need a bit of guidance. Heroes who complete the entire Path of Ascension questline can opt into becoming mentors. Once you do, you can choose from a list of what kind of mentor you are, from things like dungeon and raid mentors to even build mentors. If you're a mentor, new players can find you in the Mentor tab of the Ascension Compendium and can ask questions to get great advice. If you're a new player, you can use the mentor list to find mentors who will help you learn about Ascension. Reach out to them with any questions you might have. The Mentor tab helps newcomers learn fast, master Ascension, and creates a better community for everyone. Finally, a new Build Inspect feature makes learning the game possible. With Build Inspect, you can right-click on other heroes to inspect their builds. This helps you learn about strong skills and combinations, how to make better builds yourself, and demystifies the challenging process of creating builds entirely from scratch. Build Inspect will help more heroes on Ascension have better, stronger builds. This gets you stronger allies, grows the community, and makes the game better for everyone. While some players would prefer to hide their builds, hiding information necessary to play the game, or even hiding bugs and exploits isn't good for the community, and it's not good for the game. Besides, it takes more than a build to be a top player. There will still be endless opportunities to show off your skill. From big quality of life improvements to the small but meaningful details, these changes culminate in a starting experience that feels great. Whether you're an original class, a COA champion, or a classless hero, once you're in-game, you'll be getting immersed in your adventure, doing quests, getting stronger, and having adventures together. The crypts beneath Karazhan have remained sealed for centuries. Magna Age Wind's wards prove almost impenetrable, but even the greatest mage's seals wane. And when the Guardian's wards fall, it's up to you to defeat the darkness trapped inside. Welcome to the Karazhan Crypts. Karazhan Crypts is a new original dungeon in one of the most iconic unused locations in Azeroth. Now swarming with evil forces, the dungeon features custom creatures, original bosses, and new treasure. You can challenge it at 60 and at 70, and the loot you find scales to your level. Look forward to facing incredibly unique new mechanics and overcoming the crypt's deadly trials. This dungeon is just the beginning of expanding Azeroth into a better, more robust Classic Plus experience. Not only will Ascension continue to make use of these iconic unused locations, but it also hopes to expand existing locations. Deep below the ominous Blackrock mountain lays a series of winding caverns tunneling through its heart. Shrouded in darkness and filled with danger, these forgotten halls are a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of those who once sought refuge within its depths. Now, its mysteries lay forgotten until you enter its depths. Welcome to Blackrock Caverns. Blackrock Caverns is the second new dungeon to enter Ascension. This faithful recreation includes the bosses, mechanics, and items that you're familiar with, all tuned for a vanilla setting. Challenge its dangers, win its spoils, and discover new ways to equip your champions on all Ascension realms. With 5 new bosses to defeat and 30 brand new items to explore, Blackrock Caverns will take your adventure to new heights. The goal of these new dungeons is to massively expand the adventures that you can have in Azeroth at all times during your journey. They'll be available at both 60 and 70, scalable with Mythic Plus, including loot, and eventually introduced to the Manastorm as well. Leap into the portal and surge into new adventures as the Burning Crusade enters the Manastorm. As wild magic sweeps through 15 TBC dungeons and 11 new custom boss encounters, you can experience the Manastorm on both Elune and Area 52. For the first time ever, challenge the Manastorm as a free pick hero, putting your build to the test as you enter the storm on Area 52. Then, Wildcard heroes can continue to face the Tempest with new dungeons and encounters as Elune moves into TBC. TBC Manastorms introduce 15 Burning Crusade dungeons to the storm. In addition, there's 11 completely new encounters for you to discover. As always, Manastorm dungeons scale to your level, allowing you to encounter them at any point in your adventure. Storm the Hellfire Ramparts at level 20, dive into the Underbog at 31, and find your favorite, most handsome, beloved gnome well before level 70. TBC Manastorms come to both Elune and Area 52, so you can now explore the storm across all Ascension realms. Whether you're a seasoned hero or new to the chaos, now is your chance to gather your allies, fill up your potions, and charge head first into the storm. Leap into the arena and challenge other heroes to lethal combat, earning your way to incredible PvP weapons and armor. 4 brand new arenas and 4 HD versions of the ones you know and love arrive to all realms with Chapter 3. These new arenas keep the characteristics of those you're familiar with, but offer new environments for you to prove your might. Additionally, modern HD versions of Blade's Edge, Nagrand, and more bring a bit of modern flair to your fights. Charge into combat and earn your place amongst legends in 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3 combat. Look forward to them with Chapter 3. Next up, hero, Chapter 3 brings a few big updates to Ascension in general to enhance the ways you play. First, you'll find a new optional camera setting that changes the way your camera interacts with objects. Rather than snapping to your character when you run behind walls, this new setting simply makes the camera stay put, allowing a more steady view as you run behind obstacles. Second, you can now enjoy a big change to the transmogrification wardrobe. This essential UI has been completely rewritten so that it loads faster, filters faster, and so much more. Duplicate items have been pruned, a bunch of bugs got fixed, and memory usage got reduced by like a whopping 97%, which lowers the chance of your client crashing when you're transmogging. It makes using the transmog system better so that you can look the way you want, which is cool. Fourth, you can now use the Dungeon Finder starting at level 10, down from 15. This puts it adjacent to Battlegrounds and Manastorm queues, which were already available at level 10. This change ensures that you can play however you want as soon as you hit 10, whether that's Dungeons, Battlegrounds, or the Manastorm. It's one more way to make sure you can play the way you want. Additionally, all TBC dungeons are now available between levels 58 and 70, so your queue times are quick and you can jump right into the action. Get ready to dive into the next chapter of Ascension, heroes. New adventures are just around the corner. The Sunwell Plateau is live on Area 52, and with the Legion's fall, Ascension's focus turns towards Wrath of the Lich King, and it's coming in 2025. A frozen world awaits you, hero, a world teeming with danger and excitement. When you reach Northrend, you'll step into a land of the living dead, filled with terror, ancient secrets, and iconic challenges. The wrath of the damned blights this land, and soon, TM, it'll be up to you to stop it. Ascension's Wrath of the Lich King is a faithful recreation of one of Warcraft's greatest expansions. With its release, you'll level to 80 and experience the zones, creatures, and quests you know and love. You'll dive into iconic dungeons with added Mythic and Mythic Plus difficulties. You'll wage war in Strand of the Ancients and Wintergrasp, and you'll challenge raids enhanced with custom mechanics or even new additional bosses. But that's not all. There's more. From new rare creatures and world bosses to entirely new zones for you to explore, and even brand new ways for you to play. You'll experience it all on Classless, and eventually in Conquest of Azeroth and the original 9-class realm. And on Classless, while you're exploring an expanded Northrend, Death Knight abilities will be yours to wield. Unlock new archetypes as you fuse the power of Blood, Frost, and Unholy into your build. You'll harness spells like Death Grip, Death and Decay, and Army of the Dead. Imbue their strength into your build to enhance your favorite archetypes, or be the first to create something entirely new and challenge all of Northrend's dangers. Look to the horizon, hero. Northrend calls. Moving forward, Ascension will focus on making content that improves all Ascension realms. Whether you love Free Pick, Wildcard, Draft, Conquest of Azeroth, or the original 9 classes, you can expect features that improve all Ascension's realms. New dungeons, new items, new rare creatures, new craftables, new professions, bosses, places to explore, and even new expansions or something entirely different. All of this will come together to create a robust, expansive Azeroth that goes beyond Classic Plus. Ascension is becoming a hub for custom WoW, so that you can find, play, and enjoy Warcraft in the ways that are meaningful to you. There's a lot planned. Join us as we push towards new horizons. Thanks for tuning in to the Ascension Mega Update. We'll see you, hero, for the next generation of custom WoW.